45 years before the U.S. Supreme Court legalized gay marriage, two Minnesota men became the first gay couple in the U.S. to apply for and get a marriage license. This is video from the 1971 Minneapolis wedding of Jack Baker and Michael McConnell. The two men's marriage became the focus of legal appeals, and in 1972, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled against them. 43 years later, the High Court cited their case as it made gay marriage legal across the country. For decades, this couple has not done interviews, but focused on their private lives and their careers. And Jack Baker and Michael McConnell are joining me live right now. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Esme.
All right. Let me ask you, first of all, tell people about how you managed to get the license way back in 1971.
Well, when Blue Earth County, when Hennepin County refused to issue the marriage license, we decided the next best alternative would be an adoption, which we could get some of the rights of married couples. And so we decided that Mike would adopt me, and in the process of getting an adoption decree, we were allowed to change my name, which I did, and then Mike went down to Blue Earth. We both went down.
And you changed it to a gender-neutral name. You changed it from
Pat Lynn McConnell.
Pat Lynn McConnell, and then Mike went down to Blue Earth and got the license.
Well, we both went down to Blue Earth County, but Mike went down to Mankato, which is in Blue Earth County, and Mike went in alone to apply for the license, and it was issued.
All right. Then the legal challenges began. In your case, went to the Supreme Court in 1972. Essentially, they ruled against you. What was it like, first of all, when Minnesota legalized gay marriage in 2013?
First of all, they didn't rule against us. They just simply dismissed the appeal. They did not rule against us.
Right, and you are an attorney, so you had that. But in essence, it didn't go your way.
It didn't go your way.
It didn't go
That's right. That's right.
But what was it like for you in 2013? Because I know you were in the audience at the state capitol when Minnesota legalized gay marriage.
It was absolutely overpowering. Very emotional for me and all kinds of people around me, but that huge crowd in the rotunda, you could hear that rumble in the background. And then at the same time, as the senators each spoke, it was an extremely emotional experience. I didn't have tears running down my face, but they certainly were about to.
All right. And then in 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court specifically cited your case, right, the one that they didn't go your way in 1972, and in legalizing that gay marriage. What was that like for you?
Well, it was astounding, because the very question that we asked in 1971, which they dismissed, and what they actually were saying in judged legal terms was that now is not the time to answer this question. We will answer that question, but not now. And then in 2015, they then answered the very question that we asked, and that is, do same-sex couples have a right to get married under Constitution?
In the 1970s, your story made headlines. You were featured in Look magazine. Dave Moore did a whole segment on you. You got thousands of letters, many of them, very hateful, many of them supportive. You've donated all of your archives, all of your papers to the University of Minnesota. Why did you do that?
Well, you're right about the letters, and there are literally thousands from all around the world. Most, well over 90%, were very positive and a few were negative. But the reason we wanted to donate those is that we know that as time moves along, the history is very important. And we knew that many of the activities that we were involved in the early 70s and even into the 90s would be very important issues, as was our marriage case.
All right. And just reading the book, the thing that really struck me, and in talking to both of you, you were so far ahead of your time, and you never doubted what you were doing. I mean, did you ever second guess yourselves at all?
No, I was in law school, and as a second-year law student, one of the things that we learned in constitutional law is that equal protection under law. So, and what's not denied is permitted. And since it wasn't denied in Minnesota statutes at the time, it all seemed to me that it was all intuitively obvious that in due course this would all get sorted out, and we would get it.
And just quickly, Blue Earth County, you are still battling them to get them to recognize your union. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
That's right. We want them to record the license. They have the legally issued and legally executed license, and we want them to record it.
And the reason is that no court has ever annulled ordered the license that was issued in Blue Earth County to be annulled, and only a court has the power to annul it, although the county attorney in Blue Earth County keeps insisting that they will not record it simply because they just don't want to.
All right, well, you're vowing to continue to fight. Well, listen, I want to let people know that next Tuesday night is the book launch from 7 to 9 at the Elmer L. Anderson Library at the University of Minnesota. You both will be speaking, and also people can see there's an exhibit through April of all of your parts of your archive, which is on display there. It's free to the public to see. So good luck with the book, and thank you, gentlemen, for coming in.
Thank you, Esme.
Okay, and again, the book, The Marriage Heard Round the World. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.